All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, I came across something that was honestly insane. And when I saw it on Twitter, I was like, there's no way this is real. And then I realized that it was. And that just blew my mind. I couldn't believe that someone could be this stupid. But then again, it is the internet, and we're here. So we have an article here from That Park Place with a headline that reads, Assassin's Creed subreddit threatens to ban players for disputing Ubisoft's original claim that Yasuke is a powerful African samurai of historical legend.
How dare you!
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there is a subreddit out there on Reddit that is threatening to ban literally anybody that tries to dispute the claim, the obvious false claim from Thomas Lockley that Yasuke was indeed a samurai. I think that this is absolutely incredible because it just shows that the echo chamber has to be maintained, right? A lot of people love to live in an echo chamber, and they will maintain it no matter what. They will never discuss with anybody that has an opposing point of view. They will never even entertain the idea, and that echo chamber cannot go anywhere. So let's get into this article, guys, from That Park Place. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. Now, obviously, you guys know recently Thomas Lockley got exposed for essentially lying about everything, right? Thomas Lockley was caught essentially editing the Wikipedia many years ago. He edited the Wikipedia by Yasuke and then essentially wrote a book based on his own lies and sold it to everybody. And then all the wokies in the West have adopted it as the truth, right? The Bible on Yasuke. And the Japanese have been fighting against this and trying to claim that that is not the case whatsoever. And they're the ones with the actual historical real text, which, by the way, is only like 2 pages, not even. It's only 2 pages worth of historical text. It's really not a lot of stuff. And they're trying to showcase what the real truth was about Yasuke. It doesn't mean that you can't make him in your image, obviously, if you're telling a false story. But when you try to claim something is historically accurate, and trust me, Assassin's Creed, Ubisoft, absolutely tried to claim Yasuke as being a historically accurate character. They cannot backpedal on their marketing and say, oh, we never said that. You absolutely said that. So you get everything that comes to you when you try to claim historical accuracy. And the only reason you were trying to do that is because he is a black man masquerading as a samurai, and you wanted him to be your DEI overlord, murdering Asian people in this game. So it says, moderators for the Assassin's Creed subreddit threaten to ban any players who posts in this forum disputing developer Ubisoft's original claim that Yasuke is a powerful African samurai of historical legend. Ubisoft originally claimed, and still does claim, that Yasuke is a powerful African samurai of historical legend in its promotional material for the game, and game director Charles Benoit, who also claimed players will be able to learn about the history of the Sengoku era in Japan. Benoit was asked by Expire Wire, this is a familiar setting for gamers. How does this game differentiate its take on the setting? Well, this entire paragraph could be summarized in "we went black and shit now." Like, that's literally it. You can say what you want about being different, right, in the setting of the Sengoku area and trying to be different from every other game set in feudal Japan. But the only thing that makes you different from every other game is that you have decided to make your entire story based on Yasuke. That is the only thing. So yeah, it does go to something as simple as we made it black. Like, that's literally all it is. Though, let's go to the, we're going to skip this apology, this bullshit apology. Let's talk about this. Despite Ubisoft backtracking and admitting that their original claim that Yasuke is a samurai is disputed, moderators on Assassin's Creed subreddit are threatening to ban anyone who disputes the claim that he's a samurai. The moderators posted a thread on July 28 titled, "There is no debate. Yasuke was a samurai. If you disagree, you can do that somewhere else." That is incredible. That is an amazing thing to say, considering that you were not there, right? At the very least, we can admit that nobody truly knows, right? Nobody will truly know, aside from the Japanese who have historical text, essentially proving that he wasn't. But at the end of the day, none of us were there, so we'll never really know. But for you to sit there and say there is no debate, Yasuke definitely was a samurai, there is no doubt about it that this man who just met Oda Nobunaga 100% became a samurai in just a couple of months because he was so fixated on how black he was. Yeah, you could sell yourself the story all you want, but the Japanese know differently. The thread itself reads, with the reveal of Assassin's Creed Shadows, there has been an influx of certain individuals spilling into various communities online, such as this subreddit, and raising arguments about historical accuracy. as we are all exhausted of this tedious discussion that has been endlessly talked to death, not to mention exacerbated by a recent official statement from Ubisoft, we would like to give a final reminder to those participating in these debates as to what exactly this franchise entails and why there was never any point to these discussions to begin with outside of thinly veiled bad faith intent. No. You don't get the option to claim that, right? Ubisoft led their entire marketing with the first ever historically accurate character being portrayed in Assassin's Creed. That is what they led their marketing with. You cannot then backtrack after you get tired of being destroyed in a debate, after you get tired of talking about it. You cannot then backtrack and try to claim absolute when you are basically unable to claim that. You can't do that. You can't claim absolute in a discussion where there is no absolute. Neither side knows an absolute answer, right? And honestly, if you want to go by evidence, which I mean that's what we should do, then the evidence is favoring the Japanese and the truth about Yasuke. But you don't want to talk about that. You want to live in your DEI fantasy like most people on Reddit do. The moderators continued Assassin's Creed is historical fiction. That's not according to Ubisoft. Not anymore. See, that's the problem. You could say Assassin's Creed is historical fiction, and we've always known that to be the case, but unfortunately for you, Ubisoft led their marketing in a completely different manner this time. That's their fault. So if they want this game to be treated as historical fiction, let's not lead our marketing with showcasing the first ever historically accurate character ever presented in Assassin's Creed. Let's not do that. This means that while certain locations, events, and figures may be based on reality and can even have a slight focus on accuracy, now it's a slight focus on accuracy. Their depictions are largely exaggerated for the sake of a more enjoyable game. While all of our player protagonists have been fictional to date, the introduction of Yasuke has given some people the false impression that the above rule does not apply. It still does. No. That's not the case. The person or the group of people that gave players the false assumption that this was not the case was Ubisoft themselves. Ubisoft's marketing and the way they displayed their game absolutely led in the direction of, hey, we're going to be historically accurate when it comes to Yasuke. You cannot lead with that and then complain that people call you out on your bullshit. You can't do that, right? So this is the issue. They want to be able to tell the narrative they want to tell. They want to be able to weave the narrative that they want to weave. But when they get called out on that narrative, they lose their mind, and then they try to claim victory over the debate by simply claiming an absolute. They can't do that. You can't claim you won, or you can't claim that there is no debate to be had when there absolutely is. You have not proven that he was. So you absolutely should be able to debate this. The moderators then declared Yasuke, who is a samurai, as confirmed by multiple reputable historians. You mean Thomas Lockley? You mean Lockley and all the people who follow Lockley's fake book? Those historians? What about the Japanese historians with the actual historical texts that are saying that he wasn't a samurai? What about those people? What about the actual real words that they have about Yasuke? What about that? Again, all of this wouldn't have mattered if you just would have led with, we are going to exaggerate Yasuke's story. We know there's no proof of him being a samurai, but we think it would be really cool if we can showcase him as a samurai. You would not have gotten as much hate. Would you have gotten hate? Sure, absolutely. Because at the end of the day, we all know why you're picking Yasuke. You can try to gaslight, you can try to lie all you want, but you picked Yasuke, the one black fucking samurai that you want to claim as a samurai, the one black person in all of feudal Japan. That's the one you picked to represent all of Assassin's Creed Shadows. There is no other reason other than the fact that he's black. You cannot convince me otherwise. We've seen so many evidence, and we know exactly what Ubisoft stands for, that we know that's the truth. And you're gaslighting people into thinking it's not, and it's ridiculous. So at the end of the day, man, you can claim historians all you want, but these historians have been proven to be one thing above historians, and that is activists. And when it comes to the message, if they have to lie for the message, they absolutely will. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.